Debonair.
Okay, there we go. Okay, all right. We got Miss Johnson in the building. What's going on? How you doing?
Hey.
What's up? What's up? So for everybody that don't know, man, this has to be one of my day ones, man. I met her back in 10th, 11th grade, somewhere around there, man. Over 10 years strong. She's still here. I gotta say, man, is you. I'm telling you, you are like one of the few real homegirls that I have. Like everybody else is just like everybody I just contact maybe once a year or something like that. You are the few like ones that I stay in constant communication. What's up? You good? You straight? All right, man. Just be safe. Keep me posted. You know what I'm saying? Trust me, man. We need more women like you, man. Because you got the look, beautiful, gorgeous, intelligent. We need more women like you. So go ahead. Say what you got to say to the man. Say what you got to say to them people.
OMG is deaf. Okay. I'm happy to be on here. Can't wait to get into this topic. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Let's do it. Let's do it. I'm ready, man. I'm ready. First question. Let's do it. So, I remember we was talking about it earlier as far as like what you meant from marriages. So I wanted you to touch on that because I know I had someone else on my platform from Three Corner Podcast, and so I wanted you to touch on it, man. I know some people was in the comment section. They was going in. It was going in. You know what I'm saying? With that being, hey, listen, I can't control the comment section. People comment whatever they comment.
Yeah.
What you got to say about that?
So about the benefits of marriage, right, to men. There's a lot of benefits for both men and women. I feel like that's not it's not true that men don't benefit at all, right? Because in a relationship period, whether you're married or you're just dating or whatnot, you have to complement each other. It's all a team unless you guys are on something else. You know what I'm saying? Like couples that play games back and forth, all that kind of thing. So for me, it's like you don't just get kids out of a marriage and the occasional, like they said, it's a good thing to have one partner so that you can know that you're staying safe and whatnot. But it's like you actually get to spend your life with this person. You know what I mean? You get to share your happiness with this person. So to me, that's the biggest benefit for anybody. You could say that I have this person to share the happiness of the rest of my life with. You know what I mean? So that's the biggest benefit to me.
Yeah. No, I love what Bless said. That's one of my homies going to speak on the podcast. What he was saying that like one of the benefits he has is coming home to a wife. You know what I'm saying? He ain't got to worry about nothing when he come home. Stuff is clean. His kids taken care of. You know what I'm saying? Having clean water, which means he ain't got to worry about coming home to an STD. You know what I'm saying? And so what I was saying in the video, I was like, yo, I've always been a one woman man. Like I never been the type to sleep around recently, I'm sorry. But back when I was younger, I never cared to sleep around with different females. Man, it wasn't until I got fed up going through trash relationship after trash relationship. I was like, man, I'm done, man. I'm keep doing me. I'm focused on me. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna hate the player. I'm gonna hate the game. You know what I'm saying? I can't beat them, so I'm gonna join them. And then that was it, man. So I started having that mentality because I just got fed up. You know what I'm saying? Like I for me, that's what it was. Even though I've never been married before, so I won't be able to tell you what the benefits is. But I agree with him. He's been married for a while. Both of them, actually, both of the guys I want to speak on the podcast, they're both married. You know what I'm saying? So those are some of the guys that I keep around me that's in my circle. You know what I'm saying? So I agree. I agree with them. I agree with you too. I agree with both of y'all, man. I definitely think there's benefits. The guys whatever they were saying in the comment section, I don't know. One of them I know. One of the other guys I went to college with. The other guy I don't know who that is. But the guy that I went to college with, me and him, we talk all the time. I'm going to have him on platform eventually. I know our schedules like conflict. He works at like 5 in the morning till like 2-3 p.m. And I'm just like, yo, by the time you know what I'm saying, you get up, I'm still knocked out sleeping. You know what I'm saying? He does security though. But yeah, so he feels like he has too much to lose in a marriage, which I agree with because there is a chance that if I do get married, you know what I'm saying, tomorrow, like say for example, I get married today and then I next week or however, whatever, like I'm going to be losing a lot. I have to pay alimony, I have to pay child support, I have to pay, I have to pay whatever. Some instances you still have to continue to pay the rent or the mortgage until it's paid off or until she finds someone else and stuff. So a lot of guys know stuff like this and then they get scared. You know what I'm saying? For me, I don't want stuff like that to happen because I struggled my whole life. So the fact that I finally made it here, then if I was, again, like I said, if I get married today and then divorced next week, knowing that I could lose possibly half of everything I own, that's terrifying to me. I worked too hard to get on that. So I think that's what he meant when he said that. I mean, he was going in, so he kind of went over the top. You know, people like to exaggerate and stuff like that. But for me, I agree with both. I see everything from all sides. Like I try not to shut people out. You know what I'm saying? Like when people tell me about whatever their opinion is, I try to listen to both sides, man. Like I love listening to both sides. I love like different aspects and stuff like that on different things.
For sure. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
But we can definitely, don't get it twisted, guys. We can be somebody's peace, okay?
Yeah.
Like they say, be his peace, okay? You come home, got that hot food, is, the house is clean. It's like, oh my God, my man is home. It's like, yeah, we can do that. Don't just assume that we mad all the time, because I think that that's a big stereotype for African American women, and I don't understand where that came from. I know the things that can take place and have taken place in a lot of different women's lives that, supposedly make them bitter or whatnot, but don't get it twisted. If you give a woman, if you give her what she needs as far as, being there for her emotionally, not just financially, just being there for your woman, she'll take care of the house and she'll be your peace. Amen.
Yeah. Amen. Amen. I listen. If I can get in my life, I need her. I need her. I tell people all the time. Nobody wants to believe me. I tell people all the time. I always wanted to be married. Man, I wanted to be married before I was 19, 20. I wanted to be married. I was in a damn serious. Well, I thought it was serious damn relationship at that time, and I wanted to be married, man. Like I said, I never cared about sleeping with different people. Like not up until recently. Maybe like sophomore year of college. That's when I started like dipping and dabbing there. I was like, man, you know what, screw it. I'm just do me. It was on me. I got tired of going through the nonsense. You know what I'm saying? But it's all good though, man. It's all good. It's all good. Next question. So, Black women, are they the most? Okay, why are Black women the most imitated but least hated? So, this is for like all around, like not just Black on Blacks, but whites on Blacks, Hispanics on Blacks, Asians on Blacks. So, if you look at the statistics, 26% of Black women is getting married, right? And that's just all in general. So with Blacks, I think 93% of Black women is marrying Black men. 89% of Black men is marrying Black women. But when you look at the statistics for other races, like for example, there's like 17% of like what was it, 17% or 13% of Hispanic men that marries Black women, 13% or 12% of white men, and so forth. And it just dropped. Like we go to Asian, I think Asian is like 7% or something in America. So it's very, very low compared to other races. But when you look at other races, for example, like Hispanic culture or Asian culture or whatever, even sometimes the Caucasian culture, they do a lot of things to imitate what like Black women is. Like, they do the lip injections, they do the, you know what I'm saying, you know what I'm talking about. They do the ass injections, they do all that. But back when I was growing, we 90s babies. We 90s babies, you know what I'm saying? I remember growing up, like the white girls was like, oh, I don't want to have I don't want to have big lips. I don't want to have, and now they do all this stuff to get and look like us. So I want to know, like, what is your opinion on that? Like, why do you think that Black women are most imitated but least dated?
Ooh, let me, how can I say this? I mean, if you Black, period, you're excellent. I feel like every culture has their, how can I say it? Like every culture has their jazz to what is what the makeup is of their culture. You feel me? So with sisters, like it's just like we come like that. You know what I mean? Like when we're born, it's just in us. We're talented, you know what I'm saying? We're good looking, we got the body and everything like that. But it's like, okay, so these other women, they look at us, this, like you said, that wasn't the style before. But it's just like we're fly, we're what's in. So they just have to some way, you know, try to get like a some kind of way tanning, you know, like you said, lip
I forgot about that.
injection.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
The,
Tanning, yeah, yeah,
it's just the want to be a part of what we are. You know
yeah,
what I'm saying? It's just it goes down through so many levels. It's
yeah.
like you can't help it. It's like you can't help it.
Yeah, some of them even go as far as to they do something. I don't know if it's like a reverse perm, but it makes their hair like thicker and curlier and like more coarse. Like what's the lady's name that I think she got arrested for lying to going to HBCUs for stealing scholarship. She turned out to be
Oh,
Caucasian. She was saying she was black. I forgot her name, Rachel something. I forgot her name. It was huge like 5-6 years ago. But because everybody kept asking like what are you doing to your hair? And she some type of perm. I don't know nothing about these chemicals. I don't use chemicals.
oh wow.
I
So she
don't.
wasn't black, but she
She
was
wasn't black. Yes,
oh, okay,
she
okay.
was walking around claiming to be like, and she would use like she said she would go to get tans to make her skin darker, stuff like that. But she was claiming to be black, claiming to be mixed, going to HBCU, getting like the scholarship money, and then come to find out this was. I'm surprised you didn't hear about this. This is pretty big. A couple like 5-6 years ago. This is really this is a huge. I can't remember.
I feel like I've seen an article or two or seen
Yeah,
like a picture of her, like a
yeah.
before and after, but I don't know if that's the same lady.
I'll send you the picture because I can't remember her name. Rachel something. I can't remember her name. Rachel something. I thought this was something really really good for me because I actually got this question from Madame Noire. I don't know if you follow Madame Noire on YouTube.
I've seen some of her interviews, yeah.
Yeah. So she had this question, and so I thought it was very interesting because that is definitely something that I noticed. I don't know why. I know why. I think what it is a lot of them want to be with black women, but not want to be with black women. You know what I mean? So they'll try to go with like, for example, a darker complexion Hispanic girl, tell her to get tanned, or you know what I'm saying, because of whatever reason. I think it's that. I think it's they're attracted or I think they're sexually attracted to black women, but I don't think they want to marry them. Which is the reason why you don't see like stuff like that happening in masses. That's what I think it is. That's what I think it is, man. And so me personally, I don't like hearing stuff like that because I remember back when I first started grad school, we had finished the project on whatever we was doing, and I was, of course, I had to be the only black guy there. Went to like a little house party, whatever that stuff that they was having, and so I was talking to the other guys, and I was like, oh, I do relationship, I share my link with everybody. I'm like, I do relationship advice on YouTube, this, that, and the third, blah, 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 blah. So I'm asking all like the white and white, it was two white guys and an Asian guy. I'm like, yo, well, what are the chances of you dating seriously a black woman? And all three of them said that they wouldn't date a black woman, and then two of the white guys was like, "Oh, but I'll marry one. I'm sorry, I'll sleep with one." And I'm like, "Okay, so she's good enough to sleep with, but you want in a serious committed relationship with? That doesn't make any sense." Because me personally, I've never had sex with a Caucasian girl, number one, and I had never dated seriously a Caucasian girl either. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not going to sit there and say, okay, well, white girls are good enough to sleep with, but I'm not going to take them seriously. That it doesn't make any sense. Like, you get what I'm saying?
Right.
So I think it's that they have a sexual attraction to them, to black women, but I don't think they see them as like a wifey type of wifey material. That's what I think it is, man. Either way,
That baffles me though, because that's down from like like slavery times for our people, but it's like I still don't get the disconnect. Like you can you can be intimate with us, but not want to take us on as commitment wise. Like I don't understand where that comes from.
Yeah, no,
That's crazy.
they was serious. They was serious about it too, man. They was just like, no, I wouldn't date. And I'm like, well, why not? Oh no, it's just not my thing. And da 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 da. Mind you, they're into interracial dating because they're like, yeah, I'll date an Indian girl, or I'll date this girl, I'll date that girl. I'm like, okay, so clearly you're into interracial dating, but what is it with black women that you're just like, no? Oh yeah, I'll sleep with them. I'm like, okay, well, why wouldn't you want to get in a relationship with one then? If you would trust your life and have 9 times out of 10 people nowadays they barely use condoms nowadays. So I'm like, all right, you gonna trust your life with her, but you wouldn't want to get in a serious committed relationship with her. That doesn't make any sense. I can't co-sign. I can't co-sign that. Me, I've never done any okay. I never had sex. I never had sexual intercourse with a Caucasian girl, and I never been in a serious committed relationship with a Caucasian girl neither. You know what I'm saying? So you will never hear me say something like that about like a white girl or Asian. Oh, I'm sorry, Asian girls too. You won't hear me say anything about Asian girls like, oh, okay, no, I would never date one, but I'll sleep with one. I'm like, bro, that's like extremely weird as hell. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah. I feel like a part of it too, and thinking while you were saying that, it's like you can't, I don't want to say you can't tell us what to do, but it's like once we've made our mind up and if we stand strong in something that we believe in, it's
yeah,
really hard to kind of it's hard to manipulate or move us away from, what we feel is right. And I think those particular guys, they probably are those type of people that would,
yeah,
want to be either maybe big possibility controlling, or just have these tendencies that sister's not gonna put up with. Period.
yeah, yeah.
You know,
No,
we got
that's
boundaries.
facts. Yeah, that's facts. No, I never. That always rubbed me the wrong way, man. Like I remember that, and I mean, it's not really the first time I've heard that before, but it was like the first time I had like a face to face interaction where we was in a closed setting. We would
Right.
sit there and talk about it. So, because I was always curious about it, like as far as interracial dating, because I always thought that either all in or you all out. You know what I'm saying? Like me, I'm kind of like I'm Hispanic, so I don't know if I'm all out. But like I know for a fact for me, I see myself being in a serious committed relationship. I see myself being married to a Black woman. I don't see myself. I just don't. I was telling to the other. I had another girl that was on the Zoom call with my other homegirl Angie. I was telling her, I'm like, yo, like every time I've dreamt of having kids, every time I dreamt of having daughters, I've always seen her as being like my complexion or darker. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I never had a dream of me having kids where my kids were light skin or whatever, or they call it fair skin. I don't like that word. But I never dreamt of having it. Every time I dreamt of having daughters, I've always dreamt of having daughters. I never dreamed of having sons. I don't know why. So I'm like, yeah, that means I'm having number girls. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? But yeah, I've always just having just straight Black kids. I never dreamt of having mixed kids. So that's how I know for a fact. My daughters, hopefully I have a son, hopefully. But my daughters is going to be my complexion or darker than me. I know that for a fact. I know that for a fact. So
Right.
yeah.
Wow.
Yes, ma'am.
Period.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Trust me.
Yeah.
Oh, this gonna be the good one. The sneaky links. The sneaky links, the side pieces versus the good girls.
Is
What,
that
what,
the next? Is that the next?
mm-hmm.
Oh
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah. Let's get into it. 'Cause I remember last time we were speaking about it a few days back, and you were saying that I got to start doing more videos like about good girls and stuff like that. You was like, cause we out here. I'm like, oh, I know y'all out here. I know y'all out here.
We out here.
Talk to me. Talk to me. What are your thoughts on sneaky links and side pieces? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like in today's culture, in today's world, you hear it all the time. Everybody claiming they side dude, they side chicks, and they happy about it. They proud about it. They proud about being a sneaky link for a man that's married. They proud about being the side dude to a chick that's been in a relationship for 4 or 5 years and stuff like that. So what are your thoughts on that?
Yeah. So I am okay. So I'm young. I'm a Black queen. You know what I mean?
Talk to
I'm a
him.
divorcee. Okay.
Talk to him.
Uh, these this new wave of sneaky link, being in relationships but having other, you know, side situations and whatnot. I don't I've never done that. I don't know how that works. So I'm like, okay, what's up? Why does everybody fall for, you know, that, you know, let's just put it like this, that mean girl, that one that's gonna tell you what she want, like give me this or you don't get none, this and that. And then you
Oh
got,
Lord.
the good girls on the side, like we work, we go to school, you
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Like we get our fitness on, all that, but we have
I
I guess you could say we have rules, we have boundaries, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, I think if a man, well, I'll say certain men, if they can't manipulate you or basically go ahead and get what it is they want and keep it moving, you know, then that's not, they don't want you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, okay, this one over here, she fast, she hot. Let me see what's up with that first. But then they still don't go after what's good for you per se.
Yeah.
Like, why wouldn't you want something healthy instead of something toxic? Help me understand.
Yeah.
I don't
I think
know.
it's people thinking with their sex organs and not their brain. That's what it is. People think with their sex organs and not their brain. Me personally, I've had sneaky links, but it was with single women. You know what I'm saying? But I've never been a side piece. I never had a side piece. All my, you know, I said this a million times, man. All my exes can call me a million names, man, but they can't call me. They can never call me a cheater. They can call me an abuser. They ain't gonna call me none of that. You know what I'm saying? Because when I was in a relationship with them, but the only person that I'm sleeping with, that's it. You know what I'm saying? Like I take relationships and marriages too, but you know, just in general. But I take relationships very seriously because I've always wanted to be in a serious committed relationship. I grew up in a single parent household with a struggling single mom. You know what I'm saying? Thank God I had uncles, but you know, they was committed feelings. You know what I'm saying? So even though I was learning things from them, it was a legal thing. No, you know what I'm saying? So it wasn't constructive things that I could bring back into the community. It was bad things. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, when I did my sneaky links, it'll be with single women. It was never I know of. It was with single women. It was never with women that was in relationships or anything like that. Because I don't have time for stuff like that. I'm a firm believer in karma. I don't want karma coming back to bite me in my ass. I'm already broke. I don't want them taking nothing from me. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
yeah, I've never respected it in my opinion, and I think that's one of the reasons why a lot of my my female friends cut me off because once I find out that you doing this, that, and the third, I'm looking at you like, ma'am, you got a whole damn boyfriend. What you talking about? You about to have some guy on you? What you talking about? Oh no, I shut that down immediately, and they'll get mad at me, man. They'll get mad at me. But the one thing about me, all my friends, sometimes and my male friends too, all my friends in general, all my friends that cut me off because of something that I said, they always come back. Always come back. It's a matter of time because they already know what's up. They're like, yo, you know what? Hey, yo, I'm tripping. You know what I'm saying? I did this, that, and third. That's my bad. Because I'm like, yeah, you good, bro. I already know what's up. Because when you real, people always going to come back to you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't think people are interested in longevity right now. I always thought, I guess that's like old school. Like, we still mad young, but in general, like that was the picture that was painted for us. You know, like when we was in school, looking at other people, maybe in our families' relationships, even in the shows that we would watch, there were positive uh pictures of what healthy relationships look like. You know, so the picture for us, well, for me, I'll speak for me, was like, wow, like I want to have a high school sweetheart and I want that to be my husband and that's just going to be my forever. You
Yeah.
know, all that perfect, you know, it don't always turn out perfect. So now when I hear the music we listen to, you know, and look around us and see what's going on, it's like, what? Okay, so y'all just out here, like you basically just kind of living without a purpose. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Nobody wants longevity, so it's like, I guess that's, well, not anybody. I know I do, but that's just not the goal for a lot of people. It seems like in our age range, it's
Yeah.
just not, and it's sad because it's people like me out here struggling, and you know what I'm saying, we the good girls looking for the good guy. But then too, we gotta, you know, you kind of gotta put yourself in a place, you know, and around people that are, I guess you could say, like kind of alike. That way you can find that person that, you know, compliments you or whatnot. But it's hard. It's hard.
Trust me. No, believe me, I know, man. I told people, I'm like, bro, listen. I told my mom this other day. I'm like, you got one more relationship. That's it. You better hope this next relationship works because if not, you ain't getting no grandkids from me. You're not getting no grandkids from me. And that's the only way I'm gonna have kids is if I get married. You know what I'm saying? So I got one more relationship, and that's it. If it don't work out, all right, I tried. I tried, man. But it's all good. So um. Yeah, but I can't deal with that, man. But yeah, so what is the ideal marrying age? Like, what do you think is a ideal marrying age? Like, do you think it's young, like 18, 19, fresh out of high school? 20, 25, 30?
Well, that's a really good question. I'll say I got married when I was 22, if I'm not mistaken. Was married for what, 5 years, but we had already been together, longer than that. That was too young, especially for a person, speaking on myself, with like no experience in dating.
Yeah,
My advice to anybody would be just kind of like mama told me, date a little bit, live your life. You young, you don't want to hear that bullish when you're like, I love him. Oh, that's my husband. That's gonna be my husband. That's my everything.
yeah,
It's like, that's my heart. It's like, no, you need to, grow. To me, an ideal age, if I could, let's- I want to say maybe like 32, 35-ish. Reason being, by that time, you had you might have a baby mama, baby daddy now. You might be, settled down and not your young crazy self. You're not
yeah,
popping off. You come to your senses. You've had some life lessons. Let's just put it like that. Uh, so I think around that age, now I see why people get married at 40, later 40s, 50s, and that will be their longest relationship. Like that's just it for them. I
yeah,
see why they get married, you know, later down the road, because you live, and now you're like, okay, I felt, I felt that, I saw those things. Let me go over here now, and chill out. This the woman I want to be with, this the man I want to be with, and I could just ride the rest of this way out. But yeah, I think maybe like between like 32, 35, maybe even older, maybe even 40. I don't know. I just feel like for real.
for men and women. I think it's different for men. I think. Well, go. I'm waiting to finish. Go ahead.
Um, I don't know. I just feel like the later 30s. That I'll just say like that would be my thought. The latter part of your 30s, because you've had a chance to have some experiences. Cause I ain't gonna say how old I am, but I feel like I'm, I'm still like that young. So it's like I got a lot more to do before I say, okay, I think I want to get married again. I just feel like it's so much more for me to do before I say, okay, let me settle down now. I just do, you know. It's a lot of work. Marriage is a lot of work. People
Oh,
think
trust me, I
marriage is
heard.
the people think marriage is the wedding. It's not the wedding, it's not the preparation. It's
Yeah,
not all this goodness that y'all having before you set this date, because as soon as you do that, it's going to flip. It's not going to happen per se overnight, but it's gonna change, and in different ways. Not horrible right away out the gate, none of that stuff, but it changes things and it's work. So you got to make sure that that's a commitment that you really want to make. A lot of people is stepping out here getting married, and they divorced or separated in a year because they don't take the time to get to know, this person that's going to be your potential spouse. You just got to know, like, you know what I mean?
yeah.
Yeah,
No,
it's just,
you're right.
it's work.
I feel you. I think the ideal age, like for women, I think the younger the better. I think if she's like 22, 24, even 26, I think those are like great ideal ages for women. I don't think you got married too young. I think you got married at like the ideal age that you're supposed to get married. You know what I mean? Like I think it's that. But for men, I think men shouldn't get. I don't think men should get married until they have certain amount of money in the bank, whether it's $25,000 or $30,000. Um, they don't have to own a house per se. They can at least have a mortgage. You know what I'm saying? Or rent if they want to rent. Some people want a mortgage. So you can rent too. That's fine. At least have a car, own a car. You know what I'm saying? Like those things, man. So I think for men, at least 28 or 30. That's what I think. That's what I think. You know what I'm saying? Because I say 22, the youngest, 26, 28, the oldest for women. The reason why I say that is because if she wants to have kids, she has to be careful. Geriatric pregnancy is right around the corner. 32, 33, right around the corner. You know what I'm saying? So if she gets married at 30 or 32, that means she got to get pregnant at night. And then that means 9 times out of 10, she probably won't be able to have one, maybe 2 kids. You know what I'm saying? So I can't, I don't know. It depends on if she wants kids. If she doesn't want kids, then she can get married whenever the hell she want to get married. You know what I'm saying? But if she definitely wants kids, especially if she wants, like, for example, like my sister's like, oh, I want kids. I'm like, well, you need to help me get married. After pregnancy is right around the corner. Time waits for no man or woman. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's that. I think that's like the good age. Like 30, I'm sorry, 28 minimum guys, 30, 28, 28 or 30, that's the starting age. Ending age, I don't see an ending age for men because men can be 60 years old and get a woman pregnant. You can start a family at 60, 70, it legit doesn't matter. If a woman wants to start a family, she has to do it young. Because once she hits 30, 35, now we're talking about risking her life and the baby's life, you know, and the baby's life and or health. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah. I kind of want to say, depending on where two individuals are in their life as far as career, that also makes a big difference too. So you may or may not have to say, oh, you know, like, let's get married at this age. Like if you go right into college, you know, after you graduate high school, and you know, you work up to, you go ahead and you get your nursing degree, or you get whatever business degree, and you go, you know, you jump right into your field, then both of you guys are already pretty much grounded, and you have something to start to build on. That's stable. So now this couple can, yeah, you can go ahead and get married. But if you're like, you know, you part-time in it, you still trying to figure yourself out, things are kind of like up and down. It's like, don't one individual be like that and then the other person like, I still think we should get married, it'll work out, we love each other. That never works. Never works.
yeah.
So yeah, just depends on life circumstances to me also. And then yeah, you're right, the women, you know, the later it gets, the harder it is for us.
Yeah, no, I think it's just I think it's that, man. I think it depends because again, like I said, there is some I've dated several girls that now want to have kids, so I think it just depends on that. If she doesn't want to have kids, then she can get married whenever she want to get married. If she wants to have kids, it depends on how many. So, for example, if she wants to have 3 kids and then she's 23, now I would look at her and be like, hey, listen, like I strongly suggest that you get married before 27, 29, 30, the oldest, because you remember you're going to get pregnant for 9 months. So hopefully you go full term, hopefully you have a healthy baby. So 9 months, hopefully let's scratch out the cesarean, the C-section, right? Let's just say you had a natural birth, maybe you tore a little bit and now you still need 3 months to heal, right? So that's 9 months plus 3 months, that's 12. That's a whole year. You know what I'm saying? So
What we be
now
doing for y'all? You see?
and
The gifts that the women be giving, you know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I'm here for it, man. I'm here for it. I just know for a fact because I talked to so many girls about these type of topics. I had a homegirl who told me, she was like, oh, I'll get married maybe when I'm 35 or 38. And I'm like, okay, well, when's the last time you seen like your OBGYN? He's older than me. When the next time you seen your OBGYN? Like, do you know like what age you reached after pregnancy? And she never, like, she went to OBGYN, but she never asked like about those type of questions. I'm like, yo, these are the questions you need to be asking. You talking about you want to get married at 37 and you talking about you want to have at least 2 or 3 kids. You gonna get married at 37 and then your ass can't have kids. Then what? Now you stuck. Now you're gonna have to adopt or get a surrogate or something like that. You know what I'm saying? So unless you cool with that, I'm not cool with that. I don't want no damn surrogate. Like, no, I want to be having a kid with the damn woman I'm spending the rest of my life with. I don't want to have, I mean, not that there's anything wrong with me. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
Hard. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You got your questions ready for me? What's up?
Oh, okay. So the question, we kind of did we kind of get through it? Okay, I'm gonna ask it anyway. So the question that I had was, why wouldn't a male that's not a male of color not choose a black woman to date? Like, why wouldn't he pick one?
Yeah.
Like, why wouldn't he pick us?
I,
I
I
think
think
we kind of answered it a little bit earlier.
for me, it's culture. It's culture. I'm more comfortable with people that I grew up around, which is all black people, man. Like I grew up in the I grew up in the hood. You know what I'm saying? So I was around straight black people. You know what I'm saying? So me being around black people, I've always felt the most comfortable around them. I always felt the most safest around them. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's that. I think it's that. I can't speak for every other guy. I can only speak for myself. But for me, the only reason why not the only reason, the main reason why I don't date outside my race, or I don't well date seriously outside my race, is because I want to spend the rest of my life with someone that's a reflection of me. I want to have kids that's a reflection, sons and or daughters. I want kids that's a reflection of me. You know what I mean? So that's just me. I can't speak for everybody else, but I think that's what it is. Most guys, for example, like especially my coworkers too. I have coworkers that's Caucasian and Hispanic, and they'll say the same thing, like, yo, listen, I'm Caucasian, only date Caucasian. I'm Hispanic, only date Hispanic. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people are like, oh, that's racist. I don't think that's racist. I think that's a preference. I'm saying, like, you should be allowed to have, men and women, you should be allowed to have preferences as far as who you want to spend the rest of your life with, or as far as how you want your kids to be, or how you want them to look, or whatever. Like, there's nothing wrong with having a preference. You know what I mean? I think it's that. I think it's that. That's
Cultural
yeah.
and preference.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think it's that.
I watched a show a week or so ago, um, honoring fathers, celebrity fathers on Oprah Winfrey's network, and um, just being a woman. So I see, what's the actor's name that plays Antoine Fisher? Um,
Oh, I forgot his name. I know he's
Derek
talking
Luke.
about.
Derek Luke.
That's his name?
Yeah.
Derek, that's his name? Oh, I thought it was somebody. Oh, well, I was way off. Okay, never mind. Go
So
ahead.
so anyway, so he's featured on there as, he's one of the fathers on there. And I had no idea that his wife was, I thought she was going to be a black lady, just
Yeah.
because I thought she was going to be a black lady, and it wasn't. I was like, oh, okay. So I'm like, it's not really, it doesn't have to per se be like, oh, he wants to date only black women or this. It's just like he found this woman, right? So he loved her. He came to love her, and they end up having a child. But my thought is like, I'll be like, okay, so, but why he didn't pick no, like, why he didn't pick one of us though? Not like, like they're kind of like, they don't go together, those two thoughts,
Yeah.
just like, okay, he found a woman, she's a woman, he loves her, let him be with that woman. But it's like, why?
I think it's that some guys, like, don't get me wrong, it's preference involved in it. But there is some, don't get me wrong, there are some people that are like, oh no, I ain't dating no black, I ain't dating no Caucasian, I ain't dating no, you know what I'm saying? Like, as long as the meaning behind it is okay, you know what I'm saying? Like, my meaning behind the reason why I don't want to do it is good. It's normal. But if you just say, oh, I don't want to date black people because I don't want no damn, I don't want no mixed N words in my house. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's, obviously then that's racist. But I think majority of people, it's because of cultural reasons. Don't get me wrong. There are some people that'll be like, oh no, I don't want no, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, so I think that's it. I think that's it. Yeah. Yeah.
Chastity.
Yeah. It better be. It better be. Well,
Yeah.
what other question you got for me?
uh hmm I can't think of anything else right now. To be honest, like any other time I would,
Yeah.
but I don't have any right now. I can't think of anything. We would the big two, well, one of the two was the whole, us good women out here, you
Yeah.
know, where y'all good men at, where y'all at.
We out here. We out here. It's not many of us. It's a couple of us. It's a couple of us. You know what I'm saying? Some of them threw the towel in and be like, yo, I'm gonna be single for the rest of my life. And you got other ones that's like me. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna try one more time. Then that's it. I'm out the door. If it don't work this time, all right, bro, I'm out. I'm done. I'm done. Like, you know what I'm saying?
You know what I feel like too? I feel like guys get scarred and they wear it on their sleeve. I feel like women, we go through things, but we will give our kings a chance. No, I just feel that down in my spirit, like that's what's be going on, you know.
Yeah.
Like,
I think it's that. I think women are way stronger than than men are, especially when it comes to being like cut in a relationship. I think women are way stronger than men are, man. Like I've seen women get with a man get their best friends pregnant. I think I said the story a while back. My homegirl, her boyfriend or fiance, whoever he is, one of her homegirls got her pregnant, and she took him back. She took him back and deleted her damn homegirl out her life. I'm like, bro, you might as well forget. You forgave him. Forgive your homegirl too. You can't, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, that doesn't make any sense. For me, if I was to be in a relationship, that's one of my biggest fears. Oh my God, man. Me finally getting married. You know what I'm saying? Getting down on one knee, proposing, you know, whatever, confessing my love to her for the world to see. And then she gets pregnant and come to find out it's not my child. Jesus. Boy, look here.
it's a murder scene.
I'm gonna call you. I'm gonna call you. You got my bond money. You got my bond money.
Yo,
That's my biggest fear, man. That's my biggest fear. I have a meme. Let me show you. Let me see if I can share the screen. I want to show you this meme because I want your advice on this. Let me see. Let me see if I can pull it up. Can you see the screen?
almost okay.
Go ahead. Read it for me. Read it for me.
If we're not married, why would I give a child I carried for 9 months your last name? Why and how?
Mm-hmm. And then Keisha.
Okay.
Keisha BG. I don't know who these people is. I don't know if you know about these celebrities. I don't know. I don't be knowing who these people is until y'all say, oh, that's so and so from whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, I don't know. Okay, wait. And then so the person on the bottom says, if we're not married, it's my child and I don't have to if we're not married, it's my child and I don't have to give my child that I carry for 9 months the last name of a man who ain't my husband. He's just a father and there's no long ties to him. Even if we're married, I don't need to give my kids husband. First of all, wait a second. Okay,
Yeah.
tradition is if you know who the father, if you know who's the father,
Mm-hmm.
why wouldn't you give the like you wanted to lay down with this person, like you chose to do this, right? Okay, so if that's his baby, give the man that's his daddy, give him his name. Why it just doesn't make sense to me. It does not click. That's the millennial stuff right there. I ain't even gonna lie.
They look like
I'm
they
not
are
in
age.
that
They look like
category.
they look like they are age. I don't know who she is. Her name Keisha BG Brats 2021 ATL. Then the other one's named Casual Sex Captain. So I ain't gonna get into
I've
all
been
that.
on the social media cleanse, so I ain't been up on nothing. But what I can say is why it just does not make sense. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
These millennials, they robots. I don't know. This don't make sense to me.
Yeah,
It's like, so
they
what
different.
last name you gonna give? What last name you gonna give them? What is that benefiting you to not give the child the father's name? Like, why?
Yeah. No, it's
You're messing up.
I don't, and that's the thing that I don't like. I don't even take it a step further because I'm looking at it like this. First of all, why are you having a child with a man that you're not even trying to get in a serious relationship with, let alone marriage? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't get that. I don't get that. I have a homegirl. She should be 8 or 9 months pregnant now. She got pregnant by some guy. She only knew him for a couple weeks. She got pregnant by him, and then that was it. She was already messing with a new guy, living with a new guy. You know what I'm saying? I'm hitting her up on some, hey yo, how's you? And you know what I'm saying? Because when she first found out she was pregnant, she called me freaking out. God, I can't believe it. I'm pregnant. I'm so scared. Da, 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 da. My first reaction, I said, well, who is it? Because I'm like, you know, you would have told me if you was in a relationship. So who is it? Whose baby is it? Oh, some guy that I knew for a couple weeks. I'm like, what do you mean a couple weeks? Oh, I knew him for like a week or two. I'm like, excuse me? I'm like, bro, you better get rid of that damn baby. Oh no, I don't want to get rid of a child. Why not? Oh, because abortions is against my religion. What? So abortions is against your religion, but having sex and getting pregnant is not against your religion? Is that what you're telling me right now?
Yo, this is something I learned about sitting with myself after becoming, you know, divorced and whatnot. You really gotta sit with yourself
Yeah,
alone
yeah,
with nobody
yeah,
in your messages, nobody,
yeah,
and understand you as a woman, not as just like you as a woman, because it's like when you start to getting an understanding of that, you would not make such choices,
yeah,
because now you made like a, you know what I'm saying, you got a life situation now
yeah,
after you've done something that was, pleasurable for a little bit, and then now you got to eat that. Now
yeah.
you know what I'm saying? I like, come on.
Now you stuck with 18 years with a live breathing damn thing. And it's like, yo, when this child grows up, like, how are you going to explain? I mean, I'm pretty sure she ain't going to tell him. Like, how are we going to explain this to them? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you should know, like, well, we are not all, majority of us know that over 70% of Black kids are born into single parent households, right? Out of those 70 kids born in a single parent household, they have a higher probability of going to jail, going to prison, becoming a high school dropout, middle school dropout, becoming a statistic, becoming a damn menace to
Right.
society. You have all those damn higher chances, higher probability of doing that when you're a single parent raising damn kids. You know what I'm saying? So why would you want to do that and do that on purpose when you have so many alternatives? You got so many damn contraceptives. You got, condom, spermicide, the damn patch shot. You know what I'm saying? Plan B pills if all
There's
that fails.
options.
Yeah, adoption. Yeah, you can give your child up for adoption. You can have an abortion. You can become a surrogate to a family that can't have kids. You can do all these damn things. Like it's 2021, bro. I'm not trying to hear that, but they'll constantly go at you and say, "Oh, well,
And
it's
the
my body."
children, the kids are the one that suffer.
That suffers the most.
The
Suffer the
kids are the
most.
one that suffer, and then it's just a trickling effect of, like, it's kind of off topic, but it's like I look at other cultures, right? And it's like they are still somewhat, like, I guess you could say, attached, or they actually act out and function in their tradition and culture throughout their life.
Yeah,
We've become so far removed because of things like that. These women having kids, and like, why would I give him, you know, why would I give him that guy's last name, or why would I give my child this guy's last name? So now you had the baby, right? You don't give the child the father's last name. Then the child goes on about living their life. When they start to grow up, it's not a question. They're going to want to know, who is this person that, had dealings to, bring me into this world? Who is
yeah,
that person? That's a part of that.
yeah,
You know what I mean? All of that is a part of that. They won't know their ancestry, their history, like none of that. All of that is snatched away. There's
yeah.
no value in nothing. You just making babies just because, just putting little people in the population just for the fun of it is
Hmm.
ridiculous. That's not, for Black women, that's not having a level of, shoot, I don't even know the word. Like, there was a level where you had to stand for something, right? And now it's just like everything goes. You know what I'm saying? But you still got to look your people in the eye if you got parents, and that's something that I always think about. But obviously, you know, other people is just like, oh, I'm gonna do what I want to do. Period. You have no self-respect about yourself, and
They,
that
they
falls
got no
into
self
that
accountability.
category.
They ain't got no self accountability neither. That's what it is. That's what it is. And they're like, they favorite damn deflection is, oh, only God can judge me. I'm like, bro, I'm pretty sure God's saying the same damn thing that I'm saying.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah, man, it's all good though. It's all good. I know you gotta go. I know you gotta go. So I ain't gonna hold you here all night. I know you got stuff to do. You're a busy woman. You know what I'm saying? Getting into that bag. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You got anything? You got anything you want to say for the wraparound? You got anything you want to say, Miss Johnson? Since I can't say your name online.
No. I don't really have anything. I'm just glad I got a chance to be on OMG is Devs because I love your channel so much. Oh my goodness.
I'm trying, man.
I'm so happy to be on here.
I'm trying to have a panel, man. I'm trying to get a panel of like 5 people, man. I'm trying to get a panel of 5 people. So I'm gonna do this like once a week. And the topics is going to be like more like cultural events. Not cultural, I'm sorry, current events. There are going to be some ones that there's going to be some sensitive topics. You know what I'm saying? But I want to do this with like 4 or 5, including me, so 6, 4 or 5 other people, where we do this for like an hour and a half, 2 hours or whatever. And eventually I'm going to start doing live. Like eventually, like we can all do live, man. You know what I'm saying? So
run it for sure. Yes.
Start your stuff up if you're trying to do it. So I can start tagging you in your stuff. But yeah. Man, thank you, Ms. Johnson. I really appreciate you. Thank you for taking time out your day. I know you busy. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you tell Prince I said hi. Got you. All right. Have a good night. All right.
All right.
Bye.
The finish line, I ran past it. So egotistic, so cocky, so conceited, cause I'm better than your average. I'm mad sick when I spit that shit. When I spit that flow, she gon' want to catch my drift. Soon as a nigga get some money, they try to spit on it. They ain't put